So una know very well, the attack will happen for Ebeko, for Manfe, for Manu. Now a very big, significant events where that happen, where it show we a lot of things where it happen for our struggle. So we'll go through these video footages from DW, and then I go highlight some things that will happen for them. Maybe go.
Boy lost his father.
We are passing through pains, a lot of pains. You know, it's not easy to bear such a loss. This is a young man who has been instrumental to the both families, the mother's side and the father's side. He has been so instrumental. Yes.
So I want to play this video. I think in just about 1 minute 30 seconds video. It be very crucial, make our people then understand the gravity of which way that happen, and also how the war is perceived we, and how our own people they perceive we following the reporting of this event. And this is very informative. So these are the victims and eyewitnesses and people who surround the events in Ebeko. So let's listen.
Very industrious. So his loss is a great loss to everybody. His death is a great loss to everybody.
Many of those injured are in hospital. Obi Pascaline suffered serious machete wounds to her back, but survived. Her husband did not.
They forced open the door, entered the house and headed for our bedroom. I had covered myself, my children and my husband under a mattress. They didn't see us at first, but once they lifted the mattress, they found us underneath. They said to us, "We're going to kill you all. We're here to kill. I won't kill your children, but everyone else here will die." They immediately shot my husband in the head. One of them told me that I had to give them money, and I replied that there was no money, and he told me that I would be killed on the spot. I started looking for money where I kept it. They then started cutting my back with a machete. I gave them 200,000 francs my husband had given me, and they just kept cutting.
And then they burned down the house. Pascaline only managed to escape. With her husband dead, she now has to raise their 4 children alone.
So these are the images that are being shown to the world about what is happening in our country. It is being shown to Francophones, Anglophones alike, and this is the images that comes out. And these are the things that we go through each time we have incidents like this, when they are committed primarily by the Cameroon military. And when they are connected, when they are done by our own forces, of course, we do investigate and we do go to ground zero. So I want all of you to watch these videos and to know exactly the state of events that is happening in ground zero and how things are going forth. So this woman was part of those women who were victim of that attack. She was cut on the back. We have audios of her communicating with some of our people, which we also have initially. So we had her raw expression when they were just in hospital, when our people of my organization first arrived there. And so these are the things that happen in ground zero. I will get to comment on this report that DW have put out there.
At the heart of this conflict is a plan by Cameroon's English-speaking separatists to create a breakaway state.
So when the war did show this type of images, when this type of images did come out, I did talk, and because this one are primarily inside house talk. When this type of image did come out, and then the next way they talk say, now people where they fight for separation, now separatists, then do them. Wait till you go feel say it will be the impact for the international community. The people that will look and say, but why? How can anybody be killing their own people like this? And then they say they want something for these people. That will be their impression, their initial impression. So these type of things do shape international opinion, which in turn affects the political capital for international stakeholders to act or not to act. So such reporting should be very important consideration for our people then. As I be tell now, this attack, when they report and the way they report them, it will be even more damaging for our struggle, because people will just think, why would people do this? So it will be very important, irrespective of who committed it, what happened, that people understand the context. The context will be the key on how people will process what has happened. And that is why it's very important that we, Ambazonia, we demonstrate this credibility to be able to report to the international community what is actually happening. And as I be tell now, This attack, it happen that people that from Manu commit this attack. These were not committed by people in Manu, but these are people who came in from Akwaya, from Mbonyi, Boki area there, and they carry out this attack. And this is not just an attack that is Ambazonian fighters going to fight just to kill people randomly. This was a communal-based conflict that had been boiling in the Boki area there around the border with Nigeria, in Baleng area there. This is not the first killing, and this will not be the last killing. Judging from the communication I'm hearing from the forces, from the communities on both sides, and how those who are working for the Cameroon government are continuing to instigating this type of attack, hoping that our boys will continue to do something stupid, they will still have such events in the near future. Maybe by this weekend or by this week, you might be hearing me talking, and then you hear that people have been killed again. Don't be surprised that you hear more than this will happen if we are not careful. Nevertheless, maybe we'll know the facts from, I think, Blaze from DW, one very good Ambazonian journalist who worked for the TV station as well. He report what will happen. Listen.
Most victims of this attack are IDPs. They used to stay in another community. They came here for safety. With this recent attack, most of them have told us they don't know exactly where to go next.
So, as you hear from Blaze, this one na persuaded for Ground Zero. Na journalist, I think he's a very credible journalist. If you look for which way they always work, na a very internationally reputable journalist. Will be fair and need to follow ethics. These people, them as I be tell Ambazonians, they were not randomly attacked. Those attackers who came to attack these people, they passed many houses on the way. They did not go to attack any random house. They went right in the middle of Manfe, where you have IDPs that are coming in from Akwaya. This house, some of the houses were skipped because they know exactly the compounds they were coming to attack. These were IDPs who are coming from Akwaya, Boki people who were in Akwaya, who left Akwaya after the Baleng incident that happened. Some left before, but these are specific communities that were targeted in this attack. So it be very important me gonna know the reason why they commit the attack. Me gonna know the people who then commit the attack, and then I'll go to the analysis later.
Most victims of this attack are IDPs. They used to stay in another community. They came here for safety. With this recent attack, most of them have told us they don't know exactly where to go next.
So as I speak to you, according to the United Nations office in Nigeria, over 380 Akwaya people who are from the Boki community have left and registered as refugee, fleeing from Manfe. These are what are happening on the ground. But if you are listening to some of these our activist wannabes, leaders wannabes in Ambazonia, you will first of all be misinformed. You will not first of all know what is happening. Your good intention to try to help and support this struggle through social media and your communications will just be exacerbating the situation on the ground and making things worse. And you make yourself look stupid. Because for the people on the ground, people in Manfe, everybody know what happened. It just take a phone call for you to inquire, you will hear what happened. So everybody should know the truth of what happened, because you're hiding it from yourself. Are you trying to fool yourself or trying to fool the international community when individuals who are on the ground already know the fact? Every journalist have explained what happened. So this is what happened. Now we have our people running away from Manfe, IDPs running away now, becoming refugees in Nigeria. Let's listen to what happened. I see Mami Bisede Capo Daniel go harvest this wickedness where you done for bring for Ambazonia people. This is a woman. Mami B, I'm talking to you. This is a lady who is in America. She's a single parent carrying a baby every day on social media. You are there trying to cover up the death or facilitate the death of pregnant woman like this girl. This is the husband of this girl. This is the father of her daughter who have been slaughtered. And people like you, Mami B, you sit in America, you facilitate the killing of these people by this your stupidity because you are following Ayabacho. Listen, let me play.
Punctured wounds to her back, but survived.
You are there changing dresses on Facebook.
Her husband did not.
They forced open the door, entered the house and headed for our bedroom.
Mami B, this is what you people are causing with this your stupidity. When you go, Ayabacho go and they kill people in Gozang for no reason. This have nothing to do with Ambazonian cause. They kill them, they cover up it, they send the wrong signal to our boys that you can kill people, and there will be idiots like you in America who sit on social media, cover up it without any sentiment at all. How could you, Mami B? How dare you? How dare you dishonor women like this, who don't have anything to eat, who sit in their comfort of their home, IDPs in Manfe, and our own soldiers, they come there and slaughter them. And you think somehow correcting those boys, correcting those boys, advising those boys, that such actions are counterproductive to what they are fighting for. You, Mami B, I think I should put up your face here for everybody to see you. You sit there in America, and that is what you are standing for. That is what you are facilitating. Trying to stop these boys from knowing the truth, from acting properly. The blood of all these innocent people. The blood of all these people. You cannot pretend that you don't know the truth. You cannot pretend that you have not seen the evidence. You cannot pretend that I am not credible. You cannot deceive yourself to sit there and you think that you are innocent. No, you are culpable to their death because you have accused Francophones of being silenced when Anglophones are being killed. Now Anglophones are being killed and you want to sit quiet and you want to use these stupid bully tactics that can never work. Think that you will silence people who speak for justice for women like this. I leave you in the hands of God. Let the blood of all these innocent 25 people, some burnt in their own house. You cannot say you are fighting for Ambazonia if you are not fighting for these Ambazonians. You can't say that. You can't say you love Ambazonia when you are loving these people. Maybe it's you people in your own. I know many of you in America there, when you are there without men, you get emotionally unstable. You start having attachment with people like Ayabacho and those nocturnal type of communication that you people have in the egg of sea there. This is maybe the thing that is making you to be drinking the blood of this woman. So, with that distraction aside, let's go to what happened. I'll play the video of Bless and I'll play what Agbobala said so that our people can understand what exactly happened.
English-speaking separatists to create a breakaway state. Most victims of this attack are IDPs. They used to stay in another community. They came here for safety. With this recent attack, most of them have told us they don't know exactly where to go next.
You know, many were marking the 41 years of Paul Biya in power. How much of this escalation of violence is linked to his continued leadership?
Well, I think this particular incident in Egbeko, I don't think it was connected to Mr. Biya's 41 years in power, this particular incident, because it has a hallmark of skull settling. Some of the Boki people in Akwaya, they came to Egbeko where some of their kingsmen are living because one of their leaders had been killed and buried there, and they believe that the people were there had contributed to the killings of their leaders. But over.
So, fellow Ambazonians, that is what happened. That is what happened in Manfe. We have a soldier. I think I don't have my notebook here. I will give you the name. One of our generals who is in Ebony. The incident happened in Ebony. His camp was attacked. He was shot. He did not die instantly. His second in command was dead. The Cameroon military who killed that Ambazonian soldier carried his dead body to Ebekwe. They displayed his body in the street and buried his body there. The general who survived told his forces that the people who came with those soldiers were Akwaya people, Boki people from Akwaya that have been having those tribal conflict with them. And that these are the people who are responsible for those attacks against their camp, and only those people knew where they were living at that time. So because of that, his soldiers went to Ebeko and attacked this specific neighborhood where these IDPs, who had also run away from Akwaya when the initial killing in Baleng happened, they attacked them, and this is the result of what has happened. And it's very shocking to watch those videos and watch those people becoming innocent victims. So the problem we have in this our struggle is that when things happen like this, the Cameroon government, who have succeeded in many things, are really afraid of what I do, because what I do helps Ambazonia to recover from what the Cameroon government have succeeded without many Ambazonia knowing. The first thing Cameroon have successfully done, which we must reverse, which I'm working so hard to reverse, is that they have distanced this struggle from our general population. Now our population see this struggle like an arms conflict that belongs only to the fighters, Amba boys. Now una fight, now una thing. They have successfully done that. It's something we must redress, we must change it. They have successfully isolated the opposition parties in Cameroon. When opposition parties are speaking against the action of the government, even though they don't support us, even though they may undermine our struggle because they don't want secession, it will lose their platform. But it helps us because, as logic will say, the enemy of my enemy becomes my friend. We must make sure that we make sure that the oppositions can still be calling for the international community and calling for the end of the war and put pressure on Paul Biya to do so. They have also isolated celebrities because of our own stupidity. When you have hardliners going out insulting every celebrity and influencers, these people are very crucial in forming what we have as identity. Young people listen to music, they listen to celebrities more than they pay attention to real things in real life that helps them. We must be able to appeal to those celebrities. In the beginning of this struggle, every francophone musician that goes out to sing music will have to call for an end of the war. You have KOC, who brought the music, we thank the head of state, making mockery of Paul Biya. We have lost his support, that he is now a flagship supporter of the Cameroon military. We need to be able to appeal to people without insulting them, because doing that, we just help La Republique to isolate the struggle from mainstream and people that can help us. So these people have real power. We have also isolated the struggle from francophones. I did a polling by talking to 6 francophones that I know are embedded in their own network. And all of them, they don't believe that this struggle is actually now a struggle between our country, Ambazonia, and their own government. They now believe that it is entre nous. So that is the way they see things, because they don't see any credible leader. They see our leaders desecrating each other, insulting each other. That do not help us in any way. So I will play an example of how our struggle is being destroyed by people like this Mami B, who wants to support a group or a particular leader, and they don't care about what happened to people like the woman who was cut with kalas and her husband killed in front of her, and those people who died there. They are willing to just do anything, not because they love the people on ground zero, because this struggle is giving them an ecstasy. This is another high. This has become their own way of getting their own orgasm that they are missing in real life. And that must stop. That bloodthistiness, that is witchcraft. And some of them consider themselves as prayer people. You cannot say you believe in God. You cannot say you are a human being and you are not touched by what is happening in your own country, because it is your own leader or your own party which is doing it. So when the Cameroonians, their military kill our people and their own people are quiet, you blame them, and then you do worse than them. You do worse than them, and you think you will be you are free from this innocent blood. No, you are not. You are not. Somebody is calling. It's not an open line. I'm not giving an open line. So I'll play some video of some of the type of people I call Cameroon agent, because the Cameroon agent have made me their primary target. I've become their primary target because I'm bringing real solution. Because Cameroon have already made some successes, believe it or not, they have made some successes. They believe that when there is no solution, the Cameroon side is winning. This is a complete loss. Some of you don't believe, but this war can go on for 200 years, they don't mind. The Palestinian struggle have gone on for how many years? So long as the state party, the one that holds sovereignty, can continue to feed their population go along and do their business without any insecurity to their life, any threat to their life. They don't mind how long this war takes. What the people that suffer are our own people who suffer and our own diaspora who cannot visit back their family home. And if you love Ambazonians, you are fighting for Ambazonians, you care about our political prisoners, you care about our destitute people in Ground Zero who are third-class citizens, you do everything to alleviate Cameroon of oppression, you do everything to alleviate their suffering and to give them their aspiration for self-determination, which is what I'm committed to do and which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to play a video of one of this guy. I don't want to use denigrating word to insult him, but these are some of the biggest problems we have in our struggle because people don't have clarity because of a lot of confusion that is out there. So I'll play the video of this guy.
They ask confederation una the deny so una no talk so one only separate na separate. Now other people like we the talk federation. I believe that.
So this guy, this is the first video I've actually watched of him, and I decided to address it. I made it a point that I don't listen to people. I'm too big to listen to some of these people because the amount of population in Ground Zero that listens to me, we have about 2 million of people that listens to me every single day, both at home and in the diaspora. So when flies like this, mosquitoes like this, they come and disturb my ear, I don't pay attention. So I have responded to some of the things he has said based on what people in my organization listen and then they tell me, Capo Daniel, you have to address this. But I've decided to address this particular issue because it deals with the death of 25 people and a big diplomatic issue. Every single stakeholders, every single state party that is involved in one way or the other about this struggle have received an audio, a video from what happened in Manfé, have received messages from the Cameroon government of what happened in Manfé, and all of them have reacted. And this is a major issue. It's one of those issues that are very determining in this consideration of our struggle. So I will address him today. So he is a federalist. Let our people know. But I don't personally believe he's a federalist. I think these are fake Cameroon agents. You have this guy, and then you have the other guy who they call him I don't know his name again, the fat guy who looks like a woman. Those two guys are Cameroon agent. How do I know they are Cameroon agent? Don't link these people with people like Ayabacho, Chris Anu and Sako, because Ayabacho, Chris Anu and Sako are just suffering from megalomania, peacock syndrome. People with bigger ambition they have run faster than their shadow. They have become so egoistic that they are becoming a big problem in our struggle. But they are not the enemy. They are not the enemy. The enemy are people who are working for the Cameroon military. And I suspect this guy and the guy that looked like a woman to be the same people because they are exhibiting the same threat that Eric Tato did when he was trying to destroy the struggle.
Nangong Capo Daniel. Now that again.
The first thing is by calling people whose name is Ngong, that Ngong Dok. Anybody who do this type of thing, a person where he get very low IQ. That means a very not an intelligent person. For the simple reason being that the name Ngong is a very popular name in Boyo. I think about 15 to 20% people in Boyos, they have that name Ngong. So when you come and you confuse the name Ngong and you start to call it Ngong Dok, you are not insulting me. You are insulting the villages where I come from. You are insulting about 20% of people in Boyo. That some of them, the day they will meet you, they will spank you. It's like somebody you are in China and you start cursing people with small eyes to see a small eye. Everybody that is around you will look at you like you are stupid. You are just calling a wrath on yourself. So this boy is a very stupid person. And I don't mind people calling me insulting my name or whatever. It is my name. It will never change. I'm very proud of being Ngong. That Ngong is a very powerful name in Boyo and we are very proud of who we are. And insult is actually okay. I don't think insult is a very bad thing. It just shows the character of the person who says it. But I think what is more important is blackmail. It's okay to insult people. I don't think it's a bad thing anyway. Sometimes it just shows if somebody is really angry or if somebody is really whatever. So it doesn't really matter. Let's go to what he actually said.
Capo Daniel. Na a coincidence. Unafise na a coincidence say Ngong Capo Daniel. After Canada, where the Senate, Southern Cameroon, the trustee, their money where they contribute them. The trustee take that money, send it for Canada. Say may he go immediate. May go like one of the immediators and for go.
So make he go immediate. Immediate na weti. You want to talk immediate or immediate. So when I first say as some clown, as some foolish man, stop wasting your time. So I'll answer it. I think it's about 1 minute. So please bear with me.
Stand for your people. Capo Daniel go reach Canada. No right no ever see Bobby. La Republic they bring very beautiful girl. As Capo Daniel see that girl their botox, he see Bobby. They want only discover Capo Daniel they come on inside girl their room.